But most of the people that I actually showed it to were incredibly unsettled. They couldn't sleep after. Uh, I think that people develop some type of post-traumatic stress disorder from it, um, because it's more like knowing that there is something out there that we can't possibly see or communicate with that could just pop in and out. Um, you almost feel like we are, they're obviously aware of us, but we have not been aware of them. So it kind of gives them that upper hand over our species. And it's just weird knowing that. It is unsettling when you think about it when you're alone. It's very uncomfortable because most people have kind of gone with their daily lives thinking, okay, we're alone. This is just it. Pay our bills. But when you actually know that we're not alone, that's different. Then you're led to more questions about what's out there. What does this all mean? Um, it makes you question your reality. And I think it sets up the situation for you questioning your reality and a possible mass psychosis or something. I could see why, people would be uncertain. So we're working with, a media team to tell our story in the right way, and in a way where we can share the footage in a safe way. I honestly didn't think that it was going to be paid attention to because there were so many people that were like lying and saying stuff online. And to be honest, there was a lot of people there that night, so not everyone saw the same thing. There was a lot of people that were just running because other people were running, and it was only like a small portion of the market goers that actually saw what happened. It wasn't like everyone. It was, there were people there for sure, but I would not say that everybody saw it.
So after the explosion, they detained you and took you to the hospital where you would wait for government officials to come by and pick you up. But you managed to somehow escape custody, get your belongings, until suddenly the alarms go off and you knew it was for you. And you managed to escape safely.
After Miami, like, it was just the start of a chain of events that people don't know about. And it was a cat and mouse game, basically. And I documented the whole thing. So along with the footage, we're also going to be telling that story as well. Like, you guys won't believe what happened first, but it kicks in later. Later that we're not really alone. And different people have interpreted it differently.
And where have you and your family been staying?
We've been staying in different places. Obviously, I'm not going to, reveal where we've been staying just for our family safety. And there's going to be a lot of people asking, who we're telling our story to, just to protect like the media and production team. We're not disclosing any of that.
Are you afraid of people coming after you?
Yeah, I definitely am, because it's actually been a situation where people have been trying to sabotage certain things. I don't know who. You could probably assume who it is, but I don't want to upset anyone more than I've already have. But yeah, we are just not disclosing much. We're just trying to keep our lips shut about everything, with regard to anything that could sabotage what we're, us telling our story. But most of the people that I actually showed it to were incredibly unsettled. They couldn't sleep after. I think that people develop some type of post-traumatic stress disorder from it, because it's more like knowing that there is something out there that we can't possibly see or communicate with that could just pop in and out. You almost feel like we are, You know, they're obviously aware of us, but we have not been aware of them. So it kind of gives them that upper hand over our species, and it's just weird knowing that. It is unsettling when you think about it when you're alone. It's very uncomfortable because most people have kind of gone with their daily lives thinking, okay, we're alone. This is just it. Pay our bills. But when you actually know that we're not alone, that's different. Then you're led to more questions about what's out there. What does this all mean? Even though the incident itself was like scary, I think what terrified me more is just human beings and like what we are capable of to each other, because we've been harassed. You know, a lot of stuff has happened to us afterwards that we're gonna release later on and tell everybody exactly what happened.
Your apartment was set on fire.
Yeah, we came home one day, there was an explosion, and we saw that our apartment had been set on fire. So since then we've been moving around, but we're in a, you know, just different places at the moment.
And why are you speaking to us now?
Well, I'm speaking now. Because I think that it's been some time. We were hoping for the internet hype to go down, because, you know, I think because everything was going viral, it only made everything a little bit more amped up. So I had been slowly waiting for some time to kind of really work with people and give my story. In the time that like everything started, we'd been in touch with various, you know, companies and, you know, media teams to give out our story. And we finally settled, you know, when we were able to. And when it was safe to, we wanted to tell our story to the right people who would make sure that, you know, that our account would be taken very sensitively, just due to the nature of, you know, all the harassment and us being sought after. Yeah.
A lot of witnesses who were there claimed that the police deleted the footage from their phone.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there. You know, that's true. They, you know, people had their phones taken away and video files deleted, us included. But what made our situation a little bit different is that I do have footage, and I didn't take it on a smartphone. And, you know, since we've already given some of the footage to the people we gave our story to, you know, a lot of people don't really know me like that, and I get it. But I'm kind of like a 90s guy. And I like collecting retro things from the 90s. Like, for example, I still have a flip phone, you know, like that I carry around on me pretty often. And yeah, and whenever I go on vacations with my family, I do take a VHS camcorder. And that night, when everyone was getting their phones confiscated and files deleted, nobody noticed that I had a VHS camcorder, like at all. Just camcorder. No, they weren't paying attention. And so, yeah, I have the footage here.